Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial we will work together on another hexagon, two hexagons cardigan. I really like this kind of technique of working a cardigan. It's more and more friendly to me. I really discovered some rules, you know. I have my rules. I need to get my rules. I need to perfectly see a technique, a construction, I don't know, it's in me, it's like this. It's I need to know. I need to get some rules. I need to get some outlines, ideas for one construction, top down, raglan, you know, contiguous, or anyway. Now this is the the classic two hexagon cardigan construction. Only that I figured out that are three measures that we need to think of. One is the hexagon, the entire hexagon, so when to stop with the hexagon, so working in rounds, working the hexagon. Then when we know this, and in the tutorial you have the explanation, we will continue on only on three parts of our 6 sides of the hexagon, so only 3 sides. Then and we will go on only 3 sides for the circumference of the body and in length. Then if we need some more length for our cardigan, we will just continue on one side. We will then work the same thing, exactly the same. So the second part, the second hexagon, it's easier because we already have the first one did, and we already have the measures, and we already know how many rounds to complete, how many rows to complete with 3, how many rows to complete with 1 on one side actually. So the second is really easy. And then we put the hexagons together and ta-da, we have the cardigan. So believe me, it's really easy. Now the pattern stitch that inspired me was this one. Oh my gosh, it is just beautiful. You know, I have some obsessions. I had the jasmine stitch, still have it. The jasmine stitch, or this one, the stitch that I came up with. It's a combination between jasmine stitch and Solomon knot. Yes, combination, and I really love this one too. It was the jasmine stitch, then the leaf stitch, and now it's this one. Oh my gosh, I love it. I just adore this pattern stitch, even because it's really versatile. I already shown you how to work this one, so the square, how to work the poncho, how to work the shawl, how to work the buctus. So there are so many beautiful things you can do. You can crochet with this stitch. And now the 2 hexagons cardigan. So I worked it. It's not very long, but what I want to say before I let you to the tutorial is that the first thing is this way of joining. Love it. So it's a very elegant, I don't know, fancy way of joining that I used. I explained the other one, but this one I think it's better. I don't know, I like it. And the same one I use it for the sleeve. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell you, then I will show you the yarn that I used and the quantities and all of the details that you need. It's that you can work it as a cardigan, or you can work it as a tunic. So you can just join on the front side exactly as you joined on the back side. Exactly the same technique. I am still thinking of cardigan or tunic. So I'm not very sure that I will let it like this, or I will join it and make it maybe a little bit more long, so maybe longer to create a tunic. Anyway, it's so versatile. So the 2 hexagons cardigan can be a 2 hexagons tunic too. Okay, the yarn that I use is just super duper. So it's Spirit and it's from Shipji, and you can find it on Wana boutique, so on my boutique. You have the link below. I use about 300 to 350 grams for a medium size. Now the colors that has this yarn are just marvelous. I have some of them here, look at these colors. I don't have mine, I use salmon. So what about this yarn? What do you think about it? It's just lovely. It's cotton and acrylic, so thin, so soft, so lovely. You will like it. It is to be used with 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook. I worked all my project with 3.5 millimeters hook, and now I let you to the tutorial. Bye. Now for the hexagon you will need to know exactly how to work the square. So I put the link below of how to work the square, and you will work exactly like this. So to begin this hexagon, just go ahead, click on that link and work with that tutorial. Only that, so the only difference is that instead of 4 groups of 3 double crochets, we will put 6 groups of 3 double crochets. So I begin exactly with the same magic loop, or you can actually begin with a chain 4, for instance. Now I will chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, and this is for the very first group of 3 double crochet, then chain 3. I will repeat this until I will have 6 groups of double crochets. 3, chain 3, now again 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So for the square, as for the hexagon, we will need to understand how to work 2 rounds, and for each round actually, so when you have this kind of structure, let me just finish this first round and I will show you, I will explain you how easy it is, because there's no matter if you work with 4 or with 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or with 5 groups if you want a pentagon. So there's no difference, only that you will have more sides to repeat. Now I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, finish with chain 1, insert hook into the first chain and double crochet like this, and we are in the middle. Now we can begin the second round, and for the second round just watch the tutorial of this. So what I want to say that with 4, with 5 or with 6, it's only the geometric shape that changes, and the sides that we need to repeat with the same pattern, because when you just complete one side, so a side is from one line, from one increasing line to another increasing line, and when you complete one side you just need to repeat the other 3 or 5 or 6, depends on, as I said, the geometrical shape that you need. Now here we need a hexagon, actually we need 2 hexagons. Now we will work like this in pattern, and I will show you when to stop and how to work to actually change the hexagon in a cardigan. So let's see how to so what I want before I will explain you, actually I want to explain you how to work the flowers instead of puffs, because the only difference is that here I worked with puffs and here I worked with clusters, the flowers, and I will show you how. But first of all, let me just explain you some measures, the structure actually. So we have a hexagon. This is the idea. 1, 2, 3. A hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. A hexagon has 6 sides instead of 4 as it is the square, as I said. So we begin from here and we work in round. These are the increasing line, and this is what we have. Okay, this we have to understand this as 1/2 vertical half of the body with the sleeve in. And how we have to understand this. So this is it's very ruffle and it is okay. So this is my hexagon. As you can see, we have the lines, increasing lines. Now what we have to do, from time to time you will take one side of the hexagon, so from one increasing line to other increasing line, and fold in half. When this, and then you can just see, if you fold it and you put it like this, you have actually the half of the cardigan. Okay, you must have, so you will stop when you will have a measure. I have here about 16. Let's see, better like this, unfold. Let's do 32 centimeters for the circumference of my sleeve, and 32, it's perfect because it's not very large here on my wrist. Okay, so it's actually, it is large but not very large, not something extraordinary large, giant. Okay, and it's perfect on my arm. So we have to think about a average between the wrist and the arm circumference, and in my case 32. So one side measures 32 centimeters. Okay, now from here, of course it's you to decide, but I am a medium size, and if you want, if you work maybe a large size, you have to complete 2 rounds more on your hexagon. So 2 rounds completed a flower. That's why we will always complete in rounds, in an even number of rounds. Okay, so 2 rounds more, or if you are a small size, 2 rounds less. If you are a X small, 2 rounds less. Okay, so this is the hexagon, and when we fold one side, so we fold one side, we just finish up with, end up with something like this. This is what we end up with. Okay, and when we end up with this, so again, because this is the most important thing and maybe a little bit difficult to understand. So here I finished my, and I take this side and I just fold it. Now take it like this and just try to put it so you have it. Okay, it's a L size, as you can see. Side, yes, shape, I wanted to say. And here we have 1, 2, 3. So it's the increasing lines. Sorry, oops. It's 1, 2, and 3. These are the 3 increasing lines that we have here. Okay, and when we have the circumference that it's perfect, as I explained you before, in my case 32, we will stop working all around our hexagon, so the completed round. Now we begin here and we go ahead and work all around. So we stop working, we will stop working in rounds, and we will work in rows, working only on front, so like this, front, back, and front, back, and bottom, and so front, sorry, bottom, and back. Okay, so we will work on this, and now I will show you, because maybe it's a little bit difficult to understand. Now let me show you how we will work on this. So fold where you have finished your round, fold here. This will be the part that we will continue to work. Okay, no, it's like this, sorry. So you need to fold, sorry, not this, where is, look at mine. This is with the right side facing me, right side, wrong side. Okay, where I have all my double crochets worked on the wrong side. So this is the right side facing me. This is the side where I have the beginning of the round. I just go to the right side, and will be this side, this one. Okay, so on the right side, this one I want to fold, and this will be my sleeve. This is my sleeve. So from here, just take it like this, and put it here. Now you will have here up the beginning of your row, because we will work in row, and here just take some markers or maybe pieces of yarn and join in 4, 5, I don't know how many, as many as you want. Here it is, I have my markers here, and fold. So I will put them here in between the flowers, okay, like this, 1 and 1. So I just want to join this part. Now I will put one here, okay, just join it. Okay, so I put markers into each of my flower. By the way, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers on this side. Okay, and this is the part that I know that is my sleeve. From here, what I want to do is to work, as this is what I was trying to explain you on my draw here, and I will work from here like this side, then this side that will begin the length of my cardigan, and this side. So vertical, vertical, and horizontal. So I will just go ahead and grow up these sides. So front, back, and length of the cardigan. I will leave out the sleeve, because for the sleeve I just have the right circumference, so I stop working on that part of my cardigan. Okay, now I will show you how to work only on these 3 sides. So actually so actually what we are doing here, we are letting out 3 sides. One is this one that is folded, 2 and 3, and we will work only on the other 3 sides, because as we know the hexagon has 6 sides. Okay, now let's see how to work only on these 3 sides. Now, so 3 sides for the sleeve, and we just leave them out. I just want to show you another tricky thing here on my here. So we have like this, we can put like this the hexagon when we finish, and we fold here. So these are the 3 sides that are here. Okay, we fold here, and these are the 3 sides. Imagine, just imagine. And these are the other 3 sides that we will work for the front sides and for the bottom part, for the length. So this is for the width of the body, half width. Always think of half because it's a half cardigan. We need to work the same thing for the other half. Okay, so this is half body, and we need to work another one, another hexagon. That's why is the construction of cardigan of the 2 hexagons. Okay, now another very important thing that I forgot to tell you before is that how many rounds I completed for my hexagon. So I told you in centimeters, and this is the most important measure, but anyway I just wanted to tell you in rounds. So one completed flower is worked in 2 rounds, which means we begin with 3 rounds that are without flowers, or the three rounds to be worked without flowers, and then from the 4th we begin with the flowers. So I work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 10 rounds. 10 rounds. So 5 flowers actually. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 10 rounds, because as I said before, for to complete 1 flower we need to work 2 rounds, but this is something that you know from the tutorial of this one. So I worked 5. So I finished my last round with 5 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now if you want it larger and you work with the same yarn or the same thickness yarn, you will need for the medium size 5 flowers. For a large size, just work 2 more rounds, so you will have 6 flowers. And if you need a small size, you will have only 4, so stop when you have 4 flowers. Okay, this is the idea. 2 rounds more, yes, more or less. Okay, now let's see how to begin our first row. So we will begin like this: chain 3 plus 2, and skip directly into the 3rd double crochet like this. Okay, and now just let me show you how to work your flowers. Here we have 1, 2, 3. This means we will begin with a flower. And now I will show you how to work flowers instead, so with clusters instead of puff. Chain 4, insert hook into the first chain that you did and work 1 double crochet. This is my long double crochet. Don't finish them. 2 long double crochet, don't finish them. Insert hook into the very first double crochet that you see and work 1. You can use only double crochets if you want. 2 and 3. Now insert hook into the next double crochet and work 1, 2 and 3. Okay, I have 2, 3, 9 loops on the hook. Now let me show you a tricky thing. You will yarn over and pull through all, and now if you want a perfect flower, insert hook here like this and pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we just worked a single crochet, chain 3, yarn over and work the last petal. You know that into the first row or round we work a completed a 4 petals of the flower, and into the next we work the other 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and now we will skip exactly on the top of the flower, previous flower, first petal, and we work on double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet. Okay, that's it. This is how we will continue on. Okay, so here I just work a box, let's say free box, and from here I begin. Now on the part where we increase is just the same thing. So here on this bottom part we don't have problems. We just continue on until the end. At the end I will show you how to finish. Okay, so just continue on. Let me show you one more flower to work. Okay, so chain 4, yarn over, insert hook into the first chain, work your long double crochet. I work long double crochet, I think it's better for my cluster. So you yarn over, pull through 1 instead of 2, and then pull through 2 and leave it there. Go into the next. So instead of yarn over, pull through 2 and leave there, we just yarn over, pull through 1 and then pull through 2. So it's longer. Like this, my double crochet, it's longer. It's not a triple crochet, but it's a long double crochet. Okay, go into the next. These are my clusters. So instead of puffs, I work clusters of 3 long double crochet each. And now yarn over, pull through all, insert hook here, here. Just take a part that you can see here, and single crochet, chain 3 and work your 4th petal. Yarn over, pull through all, don't chain, just insert hook on the top of the next petal of the flower, previous flower. Okay, that's it. I am almost at the end of my row, my first row, and I began with a box, empty box, and then with the flower. I will finish with the flower, as you can see. Now insert hook and work 1 double crochet into the first double crochet, chain 2, and I will finish with the empty box into the second of the 3 chains of my corner. Now I don't need this corner anymore. I will go ahead and work straight. Begin another row with chain 5. Turn your work and insert hook into the first double crochet, and this is box over the box. And now we will just continue on and work in pattern. Chain 2, work a cluster of 3 double crochets, chain to close the cluster, and chain 2 in the middle. Then go ahead and complete with one more cluster, chain to close, and chain 2, double crochet over the double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet over the next double crochet, chain 2, and continue on like this all around again. So the only 2 corners are this one on the bottom part of our cardigan. Now I will continue on like this for one more flower I will work. Okay, so for 2 more rows without this one, and then I will be back because I want to show you how to create a little neckline front side, sorry, if you want to. If you don't want, you can just go ahead and work like this in length, as many rows as you need for a half circumference of the body. So this is the measure that is important, half circumference of the body plus 2 centimeters, at least 2 centimeters for ease. Okay, I finished my 4 rows. So from here, this is the last increase. I worked 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's enough to count the boxes, so you will know how many rows you completed so far. I completed 4 because I have 2 flowers, as you can see. Okay, now if you want, this is the other side. If you want to work as I worked here for the front side, a little bit of neckline, or if you want to work the both neckline, you will just continue on for half of when you until you get half of the width of the body that you need, okay? And that's all. If you want to work the neckline as I did, let me just show you how you will work here. So let's suppose that this is the very first part, not the second as in my case. First of all, I want to tell you, sorry, that this is 21 centimeters. So half of the front side of the body, okay, one side of the body, let's say it's 21 centimeters. Before you work the neckline, if you want to work it as I work, this is, let's say, for maybe the most let's say advanced in crochet, okay? If you are not advanced in crochet, if you are a beginner or maybe a beginner to intermediate, just work both neckline. So just continue on with the rows until you get the half circumference of the body plus 2 to 4 centimeters ease, okay, for ease. And it is the easier version. Now I am explaining for those of you who are advanced crocheters and want, so actually not only you are advanced crocheter but want to make this kind of neckline, okay? So if you are working on your first side, as I worked here, which is in my case the second, left side, as if it on me, okay? So the left side. You just work this row, and at the end, you will just work here 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, and you won't work the 4 boxes anymore. You will just chain 3 plus 2, and you will begin here, as you can see, okay? So it's just a skill, okay? Good. Now if you are at the second part, as I am here, you have to cut the yarn because it's here that you want to begin. You can slip stitch. I don't want to slip stitch because I don't know, I don't want to put any kind of border so will be visible, so I actually don't want to slip stitch. I just cut the yarn and make the knot here, and I will wave in the end lately. And now I am ready to begin, so I will begin here on this flower. I will skip 1, 2, 3, 4. So the idea is that on the first part you will just work at the end only, so we will stop before these 4 at the end. And when you work the second part, you will just cut the yarn or slip stitch to the first flower. You will slip stitch the 4 boxes, okay? That's all. Now I will just begin here into the chain of my petal. I insert my hook and chain. Let's try to make a knot if I can. Okay, like this. I don't know what am I doing here. Like this. That's okay. I make the knot. So chain 3 plus 2 more and skip into the very next chain, and from here I am just ready to begin my flower. So the next actually row, the next petal, 4 petals together, 3 petals together plus 1 more. So from here it's really easy. Okay, like this, and then here. Okay, so the rest you already know the rest of the pattern. This is the only thing that I wanted you to show. And I will work like this 6 more rows. And then, of course, you will need to work 2 parts. I already have 2 hexagons, exactly like this, exactly the same. But believe me, it's the very first a little bit more difficult because you have to pay attention on the sizes that you want to work with it. The second is just piece of cake. It's really, really easy. Okay, so as you can see, it's here that I begin. I will begin, sorry, this is not. I will put a marker on it so I know that it's here, that from now on I stop here. I leave this part out. And this will give me my neckline. Okay. So I will sew until here, but this is the last part, how to sew together the parts to actually have your cardigan ready. So now I will just continue on, as I said, exactly the same rows, exactly the same thing, only that I am working without these 4 boxes. So actually 1 flower here. I work with 1 flower less, okay? So that's it. We'll just continue on exactly the same thing with this side. I will take this a little bit just to show you. So with this side, that here is the corner, I will work the bottom part in length. This is in length, okay? And the corner and the other side. The other side, of course, I work it until here, and I will work again my flower here. Don't forget that here on these 4 boxes you have to put again the flower, but this is obvious because this is the pattern, okay? So now in this row you will just need to put again the flower here, because the flower is 1 inside, 1 outside, so it's like a zigzag, as you can see, like this. Okay. There is one more thing I want to show you, and this is a trick. My obvious, let's say, mistake in this particular pattern is into the second row to work 3 petals instead of 2. You know, we work into the second row, we just complete with 2 petals. So from time to time, I don't know why I work 3 petals. Now, when I be here, I want to show you how to correct this on the go, so you don't need to undo. I will show you just when I am where it is. Where it is, my flower that I did. Oh my gosh, I cannot see it. Is it here? It's here. Okay, so let me just work this part and then I will show you how to correct, because I am more than sure that you will do it at least once, because I did it. And believe me, it's the mistake that, you know, any pattern which is a little bit complex pattern has a part that you can go wrong easier, okay? This is, from my point of view, I identified this part, that at least I don't know, 3 or 4 times I did this. I had done this so far, and I think I will do it at least 1 more time. Okay, so let me just go ahead until my nice flower here with 3 petals. It is here, and I will show you how to correct it on the go. So let me show you, if you make that mistake, so you work 7, we have the 4, and here instead of 2 I put 3. Now how to correct it? This is the right side. I worked the double crochet, chain 2, and now here I will insert hook into the first petal and then directly into the second, like this, and I will pull through both. Okay, Now what result is a little bit larger petal, that's all. So this is how you will correct the mistake with 3 petals into the second row. It's just for you to know, and you don't need to undo. Just this is a little bit of a little trick regards this this special pattern stitch. Okay. Last but not least, when we have ready both sides, we just need to join them, and I will join first the sleeves. We will join only and only into the flowers, okay? And let's see where we will begin. This is where we begin to work in rows 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will count here again 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. And I will do this on the wrong side. So always right and wrong side. You will see it from the part where you worked in hexagon. Again, I will just to be sure 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's here, but actually I already joined like this. It's 1 and 1. Okay. So now I will take my yarn. Just do like this. This is the sleeve, so you can see better what am I doing. Okay. Okay. Now I said I will join only in the into the flowers, only that here we have a nice and long 1, 2, 3. I will join here, so I join at the beginning, then I will skip 1, 2, 3 and I will join here. For this I have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to skip 1, 2 and 3, and it's here that I will join with a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and now again 1, 2, 3 and skip 1, 2 and 3 until here, like this. Here I have to so I will skip only 1 and 2. This is actually, you will decide actually why when you just join it on this part, because we need to like this. It's okay, yes. And now I have to join till here, so I will join 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and here. Okay, I joined this part like this with 3, and now I will chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and now I can begin here in the middle of the flower. So it's 1 and 1 and join. With 4 it's enough. Yes, it's okay. Now I can go from one flower to another. So I will work 6, then I will join here in the middle and then into the other flower. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, join here in the middle, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join into the flower. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, join here in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join into the flower. And this is how I will continue on. I don't need the marker anymore. Let me show you how it looks. It's like this. Okay, so I will just continue on like this till the end. So in the middle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in the middle and into the flower, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is how I will join the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now into the flower, join. I just want to show you at the end. Here I don't have flowers anymore, but I will join here and then in at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now here at the end. Okay. That was it. Now let me turn it, and this is what you will have. It's a very nice way of joining the parts together. Okay, and I will do the same thing on the back side. Now on the back side I just want to leave a part opened, so I will just join. I already joined like this, and I really like this way, so only into the flowers. If you want to join only into the flowers, actually we need to go one by one, and we will go with the sewing needle. I like how it looks. So of course it's your choice. Now first of all, of course, I will join here. Of course it's your choice if you want to join like this, or I don't know, you want to join as I shown you on the sleeves, but I really like it like this, so I will do it like this. So now I am here. Here it is, my first flower. I will just cut this and join here. Exactly in the middle. Make a nice knot. Now go ahead and make some knots to secure, and that's it. And all that you need is to lose a little bit in, to wave in the yarn like this, and then you can cut. Okay, cut this one too. Now we have it. So I joined here, only here. Okay, I will go ahead and join all, And now another thing, important thing, if you like to join it on the right side, so you will have something like this. If you want to join it on the right side, you will have a blouse instead of a cardigan. You can join exactly the same in the same manner, so like this. Only the flowers, okay? Maybe only 2, or I don't know, as you wish. Here is actually you can join like this, even here on the sleeves. It's actually you to decide. So that's it. This is the project. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you understand the construction of it, because this is the most important thing, the construction of the hexagons, 2 hexagons cardigans, because we can do some more. The important thing is to understand how to actually size it on resize it on your size, or alter it on your size. Okay, so hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.